Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players. This is Antitesh Ordo. Today, I'm going to be talking about reworks. I'm going to be talking about my top 10 characters that I wish were reworked and improved upon. Nothing too major, just like light touch-ups is not going to hurt the game. They don't have to do a lot of testing with them. Let the community test. I don't see if they do some of these ideas, some of these light tweaks, I don't see them breaking the game with it. They already have, as of today, July 19th, 2021, Commander's Ahsoka Tano, or Cat, a lot of people are calling her. She is really making headway. She's making Padme teams be able to beat Jedi Master Kenobi team. So if you have a Padme team and you're facing a Master Kenobi team, you have a big chance of taking that team out. As long as you have, the team geared up and relicked good enough. But, she's made that team, giving them extra 50% offense, crit damage, health, and defense to a galactic legend. That is huge. So, yeah, I don't see a lot. I see a lot of these tweaks that they can do will just make these characters more viable. So, I'm going to start at number 10. You probably saw 10 and 9. That's fine. 10, I'm kind of cheating a little bit, but that's just because there's a few reasons. One, these two, Garth Saxon and Imperial Super Commando, they're low on the list, but I still want them reworked. Yes, they got the Mandalorian tag. Great. That's awesome. They also have a ship. Granted, I still wouldn't mind at least gear 12ing these guys until they become more relevant to take them to relics, but right now I'm kind of slow farming towards Jedi Master Luke, but I'm also still trying to gear up my Jedi Knight Luke I unlocked, But for the most part, there's a few things I would tweak, and I've talked about this in numerous videos in the past. A few things I'd tweak with Garth Saxon. One, I'd give him the Imperial Trooper tag. Pretty much all of the Mandalorians were essentially over-glorified Imperial Troopers. They're working for the Empire. Even Garth Saxon's brother, Tiber Saxon, he was leading, various stormtroopers. He had his own Star Destroyer he was assigned to, thanks to Thrawn. So he was essentially an Imperial Trooper. Granted, yes, I don't see where Garth Saxon could make the Imperial Troopers better, but I could still see him making, Imperial Troopers decently better. Not like that extra second team that could be on defense while you use your actual Piet, Veers, Stark, Range Trooper, and Moff Gideon. For offense, you can save, all these other ones for defense, and they'll be pretty decent. However, he's also good as a Mandalorian. He could also, do Empire Mandalorians together. That would be cool. So things I would definitely change, just tweak up his leadership, give him, 50 defense, not 40. Excuse me, sorry. The health recovery, but also have protection recovery as well. And give a third stat, tenacity, or health steal, something like that. It's not going to hurt the team out, or even you could do 15% offense, just like CLS. So you actually have an Empire team or Mandalorian team that could counterattack and get things going. And if they did this with Garth Saxon, I'm pretty sure it would make, especially with Bo-Katan, it would make Mandalorians a decent, better team. So, Imperial Troopers, like I said, getting, and as well as I feel like he should get maybe 25% crit chance, crit damage, and crit avoidance in his 25%. It's nothing big. Boom. That would make him countering, hit a little harder. He would just, be able to do more with his kit. As well as leadership should also, Empire and Mandalorians should also have that tag. As well as, giving the Imperial Trooper tag to Imperial Super Commando. Because I think it'd be kind of cool to, dispel buffs and inflict buff immunity on targets. I really can't wait to, work on him on this character as well. I wouldn't mind seeing him up there. But that is number 10. Number 9 is another Imperial, Royal Guard. Where is his guard mechanic? He's supposed to be guarding him, the Emperor Palpatine. They should have taken the time, added the guard mechanic. Heck, even if they just added the guard mechanic, and maybe because he only has one attack, give him some counter chance, as well as, if Emperor Palpatine's lead taunts at the start, and then maybe a little bit more synergy with, if Palpatine is, below 100%, 75 and 50 and 25% healths, he taunts, he dispels, and then, Palpatine, gains stealth, because pretty much if there's like a group of royal guards, like their guards are going to like surround Palpatine to protect him. Palpatine's going to be sitting there laughing maniacally because it's like, you can't touch me because I have my guards with me. So come on. I don't see why that would hurt. And then, health and protection recovery for him and Palpatine should probably be doubled compared to Chewbacca's, because he only has his basic, where Chewbacca has 3 abilities that does damage, where Royal Guard just has his basic, which is fine. I'm okay with that. He's a tank. He doesn't need to do damage, but he could still guard the Palpatine, make him, more durable in the long run. So come on. Plus, if they give him another unique, it would probably make the Emperor Shuttle a little better than what it is. Number 8 is Sith Assassin. She is squishy. Yes, I did relic her, so I can utilize some unique teams, the little Savage Maul Assassin combo from time to time, except right now I'm just, with Grand Arena, I've been throwing her with Palpatine, just to speed Palpatine up, just for the heck of it. I haven't really utilized her, but in 3v3, I'm going to go Savage, Sith Empire Trooper, and Sith Assassin to see if that backwall team can just snag a victory. Zapping underneath protection and stuff. But I feel like she is squishy. Look at this. Her protection is so low. So low. I would love to see an extra, give her another unique. I want to make her shit better, too. At least I assume it's a her. The way it looks, yeah. But give her unique that would actually, it could be an Omega unique. Doesn't need to be Zeta. Give her, maybe a little extra speed, but mostly health and protection. Maybe some defense penetration, and maybe she starts the encounter in stealth because she's a Sith Assassin. Sith Assassins, are always about the stealth, so Sith Assassins should be stealth at the start of the encounter. Maybe with Foresight as well. Would be kind of unique. So, maybe it helps with the squishiness. Because if it's like 25% health and protection added on, that's not going to be a lot. Like, even if that's 25% protection, let's see. 10% is 3,700. So that's 6,000 protection. 8. Probably about, roughly 10,000 protection. Not counting mods. And that would still, still not make her, even 30% wouldn't be 35. One of those 3 ranks, give her some more durability, but, allow her to just, start in stealth for a turn, Foresight for 2 turns. There you go. Nothing too broken about that. It's not that hard to do, Capital Games. Number 7 is Wampa. There's a couple things. Like, Wampa has fallen on the wayside, especially since, Nest outshines Wampa. She just does that. But you build Nest and Wampa the same way, except with speeds being opposite. Nest slower, Wampa faster. It's going to be nice. A good chunk of the time, if anyone uses a decent potency, like anything above 100% potency, Wampa may get some debuffs. But there's times where I'll sit there and see in my SWGOH.gg, and I've talked about this in my Wampa modding video, that I have Wampa holding defense with, in the past it was with Old Republic, but, in recent times it's with Savage, Sith Empire Troopers, Zaris, Wampa, and a 5th member like Maul or Moff. So, and Wampa helps hold that team. Because, if they randomly go, okay, I'm just going to use my Palp Vader team. And there's times with Thrawn, too. If they don't fracture down Wampa, you are going to, run away with that battle. As long as Wampa can kill Thrawn before Thrawn fractures Wampa, you got it, And I've had some holds where they've done 2 to 3, and they're the reasons why I win. So Wampa does, like I said, Wampa does need a light touch-up, I feel like. So, with Howling Rage, Wampa has protection, everybody has 20. I feel like that should be 30% counter chance. But so it should say 50 offense, defense, tenacity, and potency. It's not going to hurt if, you add some of the 2 extra stats to make them a little more durable. as well as a little bit more, more able to land debuffs. Because, like, if you have a high tenacity version, his potency's suffering. Really is. But he still has the stacking debuffs, or offense. So, number 6 is HK and T3 and 4. I'm not going to go over these too much, but I feel like, because I'm going to start a series here soon that we'll talk about these characters being reworked, but these two definitely need reworks. I feel like, we have Piet boosting Imperial Troopers, so I say take the crit chance, go 30 crit chance, crit damage, crit avoidance, all 30, maybe even 40, and give back the turn meter. We have bloody Piet and Imperial Troopers just going to town, except against certain teams, going to town, gaining so much turn meter, rapidly going against turn, and they take multiple turns. So come on, give droids some love. Give that turn meter back. It's needed. And then T3 and 4, he just needs some just love in general. R2-D2, I'll always say it, he should have 501st tag. He should get, I feel like both combat analysis and number crunch go up to 15%. It's not going to hurt anything. It's just going to give him more viability in the teams he's a part of. I don't see a problem if, them being up to 15%, as well as combat analysis granting crit avoidance and health steal. I do not see how that could be a bad thing. Granted, yes, he might be picked up with, it's a slot, he might be picked up with Jedi Master Kenobi, but at the same time, you probably want Cam if you're running full Jedi, or if you're going Galactic Republic, you probably want Commander Tano. So, yeah, I don't see R2-D2 being, that broken leader, or that broken plug and play. It would just make him better as a plug and play. Like, even his number crunch, if they actually added it to where, half that amount to other allies, so they're getting if it's a 15%, it'd be 7.5%, that wouldn't hurt. I don't see that hurt, and he supports a lot of people. Number 4, Fulcrum Ahsoka. I feel like she needs a rework, a touch-up. Like, yes, you can start pairing her with the new Commander Tano. I'm sure that'll be great, but she just needs some more. Like, she needs the Phoenix tag. It makes sense. I also don't see her, hurting getting the Rebel Fighter tag, because she was, working with a lot of Rebels in different cells before she met the Phoenix. We don't know who she was working with before, other than with, that one new Phoenix leader that sacrificed himself in the last episode of season 3 Rebels. But yeah, there's a lot of Rebel fighters. I don't see her, hurting getting the Rebel Fighter tag. She'd be getting crit avoidance. She'd be immune to debuffs. She'd be, granting protection up everywhere to the allies, unless they may have tested her and decided that she may have been too broken. But then again, really, come on, Capital Games. How would she be too broken? Yeah, she's getting a lot of more offense, defense, health, potency, tenacity, all that stuff. But, granting this protection up to everyone, I don't know. Maybe it will allow, Mon Mothma teams to fight Galactic Legends. We need more Galactic Legend killers, because we got another Galactic Legend, and now we need a Galactic Legend killer for that team. More characters for that specific team. So, come on. But I will admit, I had fun running Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum with Wigs and Chase back in the day, and then I converted it to just a little bit before I stopped using Fulcrum Ahsoka, as I converted it to what was it called? Jin and Cassian, so that you have those extra buffs to start off with at the start of the encounter. Next, Qui-Gon Jin. So first off, I will say this: Jedi Apprentice Obi-Wan Kenobi needs to be added to the game as a marquee, just, simple character. Maybe just make it as a unique character, like just throw him in or something, But Jedi Knight, or Jedi Apprentice Obi-Wan, supporting Qui-Gon, having some synergies. Qui-Gon does need a unique just to make him better. Ignore the fact I'm missing a mod. I just don't use him much. I probably don't really need the mods on him, because he's just kind of meh. His leader's kind of unique as well, but I still feel like Qui-Gon deserves to be a little bit better. He needs a little bit more stats in his that's not leadership. His leadership, give some health. He's granting offense, grant some health or protection, defense, tenacity, something. Just to make, Qui-Gon Jinn's lead a little better. Maybe grant an extra buff at the start of the encounter. Pull a Jedi Revan, grant tenacity up for a turn as well. But I don't know. Qui-Gon Jinn definitely is one of my top list. Visas Mar. She's a unique character. She does need the Old Republic tag. I've talked about this before. She definitely does. And I still plan on doing a video about her I feel like the best way to rework her, but I still feel like she should have synergy with Darth Nihilus. Darth Nihilus was her previous master before she went off and joined the Jedi X Matrix Circ. So, come on. Not hard. Not hard to just, add that. Yeah, she got the unaligned Force user. That's great. It allows her to probably... I wouldn't be surprised we actually see her with Rey, Fulcrum, Ahsoka, some random tank, or having Visas paired up with Commander Tano might make her very useful. Having more health, so health still up, and then 35% of Visas Mar's health. Granted, I gotta work on getting her health up, but she's like a project. If she ever gets touched up, reworked, or whatever, that's when I will really push for her, because I feel like she's just right there. She's right there. She needs that extra unique or something to make her kit 10 times better. So, and I would be excited. I would probably stop a lot of characters just to go after. It depends on who all, on this list I'd see, get reworked. And number 1 is another pairing. It is Darth Maul and SWGOH Press. So Darth Maul, come on. He's an iconic fan favorite character. I've already got him relicked. You got to relic him for Sith Eternal. So come on. He's like Vader. He deserves a big touch-up. He deserves probably another unique, or even just, another special ability. One thing you could always do is have that special ability do some buffs and stuff, but also summon his Sith probe droids. Maybe, have 2 or 3, like 1 to 3. Maybe make it like a Magneton from Pokemon. But, have 3 Sith, a Sith probe droid out there. They have a basic and some sort of special. That Sith probe droid is stealthed, it'd make him better. That Sith droid would be kind of cool to see. It'd be a Sith droid. So he'd get Sith synergies. Being able to summon and only... And one thing I would say, of course, I know there's, caveat with ARC Trooper. ARC Trooper would probably still need his turret out first. But if Darth Maul is the leader, the droid should also be summoned as well. But more stats in his leadership would be nice. Maybe a little bit offense, maybe a little bit health. 20% evasion, 30% offense, or maybe even 40% offense and defense, or offense and max health or something. I know he gets some max health in his unique and potency, maybe even some health and potency like his master, but not as good as his master. So there's a lot that can be done. A lot. And he can also start the encounter in stealth, because it kind of makes sense. It would make sense for him as well. And then SWGOH, he just needs more. Make him to where he can't be damaged by health steal based effects. Just make him a little bit more bulky, but also make him more, well, he's pretty bulky, but make him do more damage, Like, his mastery isn't bad, defense penetration, but give him a little bit more in his unique. Maybe, if he's damaged, he also gets defense penetration up or something, just to make him do more damage. Maybe keep his damage, boost his damage a bit, but make him ignore protection. Why not? That would be kind of cool. So, but that is my list for Galaxy, or for the top 10, even though there's a few extras in there. There's pairings and stuff, but top 10 characters I would love to see reworked in Galaxy of Heroes. These guys deserve it. One last thing I want to mention is I would also take Sith allies up to 80%, give the tenacity 50%, and maybe 50% health, and then half that for other allies. I like this catch-all lead. And that's what I've been using with, like I said earlier when I was talking about Wampa. I've been recently pairing Wampa with him, so Wampa gets more tenacity, gets defense. You know, that just makes the team just better. But yeah, again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate those that watch. It's fun making these videos. You know, if you have any other, what is your guys' list of characters, top 10, top 15 characters you would love to see reworked? You know, if they worked on just these, you know, top 10, 15 to make them better, you know, let me know. Comments below. Thank you for watching, and you guys have a phenomenal day.